Hello and welcome to Math. Fill in name here. All right. I normally don't make one video that covers three or more than one class, but because all three of the classes this semester, Math 1470, 1530, and 1540, are using pretty much the same websites and everything, I'm just going to make one video. So hopefully you're in one of those three classes. And welcome to that specific class that you're in. Congratulations. I am Mike McCrae. Please just call me Mike. And in this video, we'll go over the syllabi, which are pretty much laid out the same for every class, and the three websites that you need. The first one being the mathaccordingtomike.com, which is where you had to go to get the syllabus. So hopefully you already did that. So classes, you would pick your class. I'll pick 1470. And they're all in the same location. It's the little button called Syllabus. How convenient. So if you're in the college algebra 1530 or the trigonometry 1540, you're going to pretty much see the exact same stuff, just very minor changes. So first off, my office at the Eastern Campus is EMHC room 210. It's called the Mandel Building if you ever visit it. Office phone number is listed there, and notice I have office hours Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 10:30 a.m. And if those don't meet your time, you can make an appointment with me, and we'll meet virtually using Zoom. I can show you the link for that in two places, actually, Blackboard and also the Math According to Mike. Email address is the best way to get a hold of me. Because if I'm not in the office, then I don't respond to voicemails. So email is the way to go. I will be checking email at least a couple times a day, except on Sundays I don't check it. And usually Saturday afternoon I don't check it. So if you email me like Saturday at 3 p.m., don't expect a response until Monday. So just FYI. Website, again, that's one of three, the Math According to Mike. Textbook, all three of you guys classes will have will need access to Mymathlab. So whether or not you get the paper copy of the book is completely up to you. You absolutely need the access to Mymathlab to get to the homework and to the quizzes for the course. You can buy that from Pearson directly. And if you're waiting for money to come in, you will have 2 weeks access for free while you're waiting. Don't let that lapse, meaning make sure you purchase access before the 2 weeks are over. Otherwise, you'll be locked out of your homework and your quizzes, and as you'll see, there's going to be stuff due every week. So there's that. If you want a physical copy of the book, I would recommend either looking for a previous edition. I would go back at most 2 editions. Don't go back too much further than that, because the order of the sections might be different. Or within Mymathlab, you can order a 3-hole punch version of the book for I think around $50, which isn't too bad. Okay, graphing calculator, you will need one. 83, 84 or above is fine. It does not have to be the Inspire series. You don't have to have the latest and greatest. The old school, what do they call that? It's not black and white, but the LED, no, not LED, screen. You know what I'm talking about. The liquid crystal display, LCD, there it is maybe. Display, totally fine. Don't worry about the backlit color, blah, blah, blah. We don't need it. Prerequisites. For college algebra and for 1470, they're the same. Intermediate algebra is necessary. Or for trigonometry, you need college algebra. Course description, all three are basically the same. You're going to do some math. Yay! And course schedule is pretty much the same. There's going to be some videos on YouTube for 1470, 1530. There are 2 types of videos. 1470 has mini lecture videos starting later in chapter 5, and then a whole bunch of example videos. College algebra has accelerated lecture videos where one video covers 3 sections, and so there's 12 videos total if I remember correctly. And trig, there's example videos for that. Those are the ones I made. Those are the ones that are recommended to watch. and I tell you exactly which ones to watch per week. That's later on in the syllabus. The book also has some videos to watch, and I can show you where to find those. So watch those videos, read the book, and then go try the homework. Do one section at a time. Once you've finished the chapter that the homework covers, that the quiz will cover, go do the quiz. Don't wait on the quiz until the very last minute. Okay, learning outcomes will change depending on what the course is. You can read all that, and more information, you can click on that link. Attendance. So this is the big thing, especially right at the beginning. In order to be marked attended, you have to actually do something. So please complete these tasks, and there are technically 4 of them. They're just grouped together. The About Me is on Math According to Mike. I'll show you where that's at. The weekly planner and the syllabus quiz are on Blackboard. And your homework, again, is on Mymathlab. So the purpose of this is so that you get comfortable with all 3 sites for the course. And also, they're for credit, so you might as well do them so you get some points going. I'll show you where everything is at later on in this video. Homework and quizzes. You can click on that link there within the PDF to access the homework. You can also get to the homework via Blackboard. And you can also get to the homework, you probably saw it, in your class page, homework and quizzes. Go there, you'll type in your course ID. Now this is the syllabus on the screen for Math 1470. So this is their course ID. Again, College Algebra and Trig folks, your course ID will be similar, McCraith, followed by 5 numbers. So please look out for that, type it correctly, and you should be fine. Each section of homework is worth 3 points. Each quiz is worth 10 points. Homework covers 1 section at a time. Quizzes cover an entire chapter, so you sort of want to think about them as mini tests. If you turn in the homework within 1 week that it begins, pretty much, you can get all 3 points per section and all 10 points for the quiz. If you turn in anything after the due date, you get marked down 30%. Only the stuff that you turn in after the due date is what gets deducted. Anything before the due date, you get to save, and I apologize. Something is tickling my throat, and I am not editing this out. Okay. So, in order to maximize the points for the course, make sure you do everything within the time limit. If you are the student that is going to wait until the weekend to start your homework, I am telling you this now, you will not pass this course. It is too intensive. You are working twice as fast, having half the time as a 16-week semester. So there's that. So please get it out of your head now that you can wait until the weekend. No, it's not going to work out well for you. So please do a little bit of work every single day, even if it's just 20 minutes to knock out a couple homework problems. I'd rather have that than you wait a whole day or two to work on some homework. The last day to turn in homework and quizzes will be Tuesday, August 2nd at 11:59 p.m. So that's the day before your final, but we'll get to that in a second. Tests. You will only have a midterm and a final. So your homework, your points are coming from this About Me that we have to talk about, the weekly planner as well, the syllabus, we have the syllabus quiz, and then you have your homework, you have your quizzes, and then you have a midterm, and then you have a final. A grade breakdown will be later on. There is one date for the midterm, Wednesday, July 6th, and one date for the final, Wednesday, August 3rd. You can either select the 10 a.m. session or the 6 p.m. session to take those, to take the midterm and the final. You will report to me which date you are taking in the syllabus quiz, which I have to make sure I did that correctly. I'm pretty sure I did. So that's how you report to me which session you're going to attend. You will need to bring a student ID. You need to bring a photo ID. So student ID is great, passport's fine, driver's license fine, in order to take the test. If you don't have it, you will not be given the test, no matter what the reason. The room for the test will be announced on Blackboard. It'll be somewhere on the Eastern campus. I just applied for the rooms today. I made this a while ago. I just applied for my beard is down to here now. It's not true. I just applied for the rooms today. So as soon as I know what the room is, I will post it to Blackboard and you'll know what the room is at. Make sure you show your work on the tests. If you're reaching for the calculator at any time in this class, you need to have something on that paper to justify that answer. There's only going to be a couple times to where something is pure calculator, there's nothing to write down, but all other times, so 99.9% of those times, you need to have something on the paper. If you have something right and there's no work to support it, don't expect more than a point. Because I teach theoretically. I need to know that you know why you got the answer right, not that you can just use the calculator to get an answer. To get ready for the tests, besides doing your homework and the quizzes, it would be recommended to go to your class's website on Math According to Mike and take the practice tests, and I'll show you that later on in the video. The midterm will cover basically the first half, as you would guess, and the final is accumulative, so it covers everything. So just prepare for that. Partial credit, I sort of jumped into this already. Again, show some work. I would, if you got the answer wrong, but you have some of the right steps that to get to the right answer, you just didn't finish it correctly, you're going to get some partial credit. That's basically how that boils down. But if you don't show any work, regardless if the answer is right, you're not going to get any points, or maybe 1 point as stated. Okay, makeups, there are none. So if you miss the midterm, it's a 0. If you miss the final, it's a 0. A makeup is considered anything taken after the class has done it. So just keep that in mind. Please be sure you are there on those 2 dates for the midterm and the final, respectively. Homework and quizzes, as stated, if you turn those in late, you're docked 30% of only what was turned in late. Okay. Cheating policy. Do not cheat. Do not share your login information. Your IP address is being tracked, and I get a notification if all of a sudden the IP address is in a different country. So that's not good, and I'll have a little conversation with you about that. Don't turn in anything that's not your own. That's basically what cheating is. And so with that said, make sure, how do I want to say this? I have no idea. I did not have coffee today, so no idea where I was going with that. But read through this. You can hopefully you already have an idea of what cheating is. If you are caught cheating, then the repercussions are pretty severe. You get a 0 on that assignment. Your overall grade drops by a letter. That alone should be the deterrent. You also get reported to the Dean of Student Affairs. And I forgot what the fourth thing was. There's a fourth thing. I would rather you, as an adult learner, and by the way, when I say adult learner, I mean you're in this college class, you're considered an adult. So as an adult learner, so you, I'd rather you leave it blank, because that's what a responsible person does, to say, okay, I didn't know this one. Move on. That's what you should be doing. Then to look up the answer, pull out your phone during the test, any of that would be considered cheating. So please don't let that happen to you. Okay, instructor's expectations. I know that math is difficult. I've been doing this for, covering face, so not to reveal age, many years. So with that, if at any time you have a question, please ask. That's what's most important. But there's some work involved from you on that point. If you're waiting till Monday, 3 hours before the homework is due, to send me an email to say, hey, I don't understand this homework, the chances of me checking my email at 9 o'clock at night on a Monday are going to be extremely low. So I can't help you if you first don't help yourself and get your work done on time. Get stuff done early. So if you're watching this video on the first day of class, congratulations. You're off to a good start. If you're watching this video after the first day of class, we're not starting off well. And yeah, I know it's only one day. We got 8 weeks. You wasted a day. Not good. So, yes, I expect you to work. Yes, I know it's going to be stressful. Yes, I'm here to help you. But if you're not doing everything you need to do in order to make sure you pass this class the first time, then at that point, not much I can do. You need to do work in this class. Okay. Said all that, blah, blah, be nice, blah, blah. Please make sure you write emails. Oh, that's another thing. Make sure you correspond with me through email. Do not use Blackboard messaging. I do not get a notification that there's any messages there. So email is the way to go, or you can leave a voicemail and I'll get back to you the next time I'm in my office. Okay, grade breakdown. This is pretty much similar for everyone. You have your About Me, the planner, the syllabus quiz, 3 points per section of homework, 10 points per quiz, 1 150-point midterm, 1 200-point final. So the grade breakdown is there. Notice everything but the midterm and the final you control. So try to get all of those points, especially since you're allowed to redo homework as much as you want, and I always take the better grade. Quizzes, you get 2 attempts. I forgot to mention this earlier. 2 attempts for 2 hours, and I take the better grade. So if you got an 80 and you're like, I can do better, and it's before it's due, try it again. Maybe you'll improve your grade. And if you go down, don't worry about it. I'll take the higher grade. No worries. Grade breakdown is off to the right. Please note that grades are kept in a secret, well guarded by a dragon, Excel file. The dragon knows Excel. So the grade you see on Mymathlab is not your class grade. If at any time you want to know what your class grade is, you can email me. With that though, emailing me like the day of the midterm to know what your grade is, or the day of the final to know what your grade is, I don't know how much that helps. I mean, I'll respond to the email, but I don't know how much that helps. Okay, incompletes. This is boilerplate from the college. Feel free to read it. College calendar. This is us. Notice we have 2 Mondays, the 20th of June and July 4th, that are when the school is closed. So because of that, anything that was going to be due that day is now due the next day. So your first assignments, About Me, planner, syllabus, quiz, and first week's worth of homework are actually due on Tuesdays. Next Tuesday, the 21st. And then whatever homework is around July 4th, it's actually due the next day, the July 5th. And your midterm again is July 6th. But otherwise, everything opens up on a Monday, and they generally are due the following Monday. So you get 8 days at least to do those assignments. Tutoring is available through my Tri-C Space or e-tutoring and Smart Thinking. You can find links on Blackboard. If you're a student accessibility, a service student, I don't know what the acronym, Anyways, if you have that form, make sure that gets to me ASAP, another acronym for you. Academic course credit and coronavirus statement, those are boilerplate. Feel free to read those. As of right now, the county went back to masking, so when you're back on campus, please make sure you wear a mask. Extra information, office hours. If my in-person office hours in my office do not meet your needs, that's fine. Make an appointment with me to meet on Zoom, and I can show, and we can talk through the problems. I can access your homework, and I have a tablet so you can see me writing on your side of the screen, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. Make sure though that you come prepared. Bring a list of your questions with you. Office hours are not for me to teach the material. They're to answer the questions you've had as you've tried to do your homework, to understand the theory and all that fun stuff. If you're coming to the in-person ones, you don't need to make an appointment. Only if you want to meet outside of that time, you need to make an appointment. I don't turn on Zoom unless I know someone's going to be there. And again, links are on Blackboard and my Math According to Mike, and I'll show you where that is. But the main thing there, and it's in bold, you're not bothering me if you're coming to the office hours. If you are there every week asking questions, great, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But the whole idea with tutoring and office hours is the same. Make your questions, come on in, get them answered, get out. Do not get used to sitting in the office, sitting in the tutoring center, and having someone sitting there watching you do your homework. You can't mimic that on the day of the test and the final. You have to, at some point, be able to do problems on your own. Okay. Other two parts you can read. Those are sort of boilerplates. Okay, schedule. So this is different for everyone, but it's the same format or a very similar format. Again, things open up on Mondays. They close typically the following Monday. So for 1470, you have most of Chapter 3 due. College Algebra, I think you have Chapters 1 and 2 due. And Trig, I can't remember. Part of Chapter 6, if I remember correctly. And then off to the side, you'll see what videos to watch, and I'll show you where these videos, what these numbers correspond to. Yep, all that stuff. And again, for 1470 folks, halfway through, the mini lectures start. Oh, there they are, 99. The mini lecture starts. That's why these higher numbers come about. For the college algebra folks, you have actually two sets of videos. You have your example videos, which is the farther column, and the mini lecture videos, which is the first column, and I'll again show you where those at. Trig folks, you just have the one set of videos to watch the examples. And then just reminders of when due dates are, when the final is. Okay. And then the last page is a breakdown of when stuff opens and when stuff closes. So the first date is when it opens, the second date is when it closes, and it closes again at 11:59 p.m. And that's true for homework and quizzes. Oh my gosh, look at those hyphens. Don't look at those hyphens. Oh, spacing. Oh, that one's fine. So there's that. If you read this carefully, notice that the week to where the chapter ends is also the same week to when the quiz is. So in a week, you might be doing a balancing act of homework and quizzes. And everyone's final is July 5th. So July 6th. Notice too, you're going to have homework due for stuff that's not even on I said final. Midterm. Everyone's midterm is July 6th. You're going to have homework due for stuff that's not on that midterm. And you might also have a quiz due the day, a couple days prior. So just be aware of the balancing act. So when I say get a daily planner, I mean get a daily planner. If you want to type in these dates into like a Google Calendar or whatever, that's fine. Or if you have a paper planner, that's fine. Or just print this out, put this on your fridge. If you have a best friend living with you, stick it to their forehead. They don't mind. They're your best friend. So yeah, don't get behind. This is when everything is set to open and close. And then at the bottom, you can probably figure out what this is. If not, you can start here with the number 1 and then go from it. There is a secret joke. Not a secret joke. There's a joke regarding this amongst the syllabi. So good luck if you figure that one out. Okay, so that is the syllabus. Let me know if you have questions. Read through it. I just gave you the good parts. Read through it because you're going to have a quiz on the syllabus on Blackboard, which I'll show you in a second. But first off, before we get there, let's talk about all the websites you need for the course. We'll start off with the Math According to Mike, which you already visited because you have the syllabus. So every course has pretty much the same setup. Syllabus is here. One of your first assignments for the week is the About Me. The About Me is a questionnaire that tells me about you. So you'll just fill this all in. And there's some serious questions. What are your expectations for the course? And there's not serious questions. Which 3 albums do you think everyone should listen to and why? I've asked that question a bunch. I've only had one student ever match up with one of my 3 albums, and no, I'm not telling you what it is. You'll have to see if you get it right. Yes, there are correct answers. And then below that is homework and quizzes. If you click that, this will be one of the other sites that we need, the Mymathlab, which we'll get back to. And then these are the practice tests. These are the blank copy of the test. This is the test that was actually given to the class. And then next to it is the corresponding answer key. You'll notice the answer key is not just the answer, it's also the work necessary to get that answer. So there is that. So for pretty much everyone, the first 2 are for the midterm, and then all 4 are for the final. And that's the classes page itself. Next to it, if we go to videos, you'll want to click on your class. So let's go to Trig. And then top right here, you'll see these 3 bars. The hamburger menu was called. And then notice the numbers off to the side. These are the numbers you're going to use when you are, where's the syllabus? When you are looking at the syllabus and it says what videos to watch. So for the 1470 folks, you'll be watching videos 1 through 19, and that covers these 4 sections. Trig folks, I forgot what you have. College Algebra, you have different. College Algebra, notice there's 2 sets. You have your example videos, and then you have your mini lecture videos. Please note, when this was recorded, the mini lectures, College Algebra folks, we did 3 sections a night. So it may not end exactly where the video ends. You might have to watch part of it and then save the rest of it for the following week. These are also available on YouTube, but I think it's better just to go through Math According to Mike, because then it's all organized right here. Also, there's a schedule if you need it. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the links to get to the Zoom. And also these green icons up here, and there's one down here. This is all gets you to the Zoom page. The other place is on Blackboard, and I'll show you that as well. So Math According to Mike is to get to the syllabus, which you already should have, to do the About Me, to get to practice tests and their answer keys, and to watch the videos. Next up, let's go to Blackboard. I'll just do it here. Blackboard. Type in my secret code. Okay. I don't know exactly what your screen will look like, but you have to go to courses. Since I'm recording this before the semester starts, I have to select summer 2022. But these are all have the same format. I'll just pick, who did I didn't do anything with College Algebra next. I'll talk to you guys. Hi. So this will also come to an email. I'll activate it on Monday itself. And basically this is telling you exactly what you need to do. You should have already done number 1, which is to get the syllabus. And then you're watching this video now. It's obviously hasn't been created yet, but there's that link. Congratulations. And then you have to do these tasks, the About Me, which I showed you on Math According to Mike, the weekly planner on Blackboard, and the syllabus quiz on Blackboard. Oh, I need to add the syllabus quiz to this. And then you need to write a contract to me. This is an image. Do not send me this image. Please retype these words in an email to me. And in fact, I need to make sure that, yeah, that's all good. Retype this as an email to me, and that's you signing the contract. In fact, this is probably what I'm going to use as your attendance. If this is not sent to me, I'll probably say they have not attended. And then also you have to do the first week's of homework. The deadline is, again, Tuesday, the 21st at 11:59 p.m. And then Blackboard will be used for announcements. That's the biggest thing you'll see. And then also for the first week, the syllabus quiz and the weekly planner. Mymathlab is for your homework and quizzes, and Math According to Mike, as discussed, are the other stuff. Some other information, I've already said this before while going over the syllabus. And again, big thing here, this class will not be easy. I do not purposely make the course hard. I never liked as a student when a professor made something hard just for the sake of making it hard. And that's not how I teach. I teach theoretically. I want you guys to know why things are the way they are, and full stop. That's it. So your tests will have hard questions, it'll have medium questions, and it'll have light questions. The majority of them will be medium. But not to say there won't be a hard one, and not to say there won't be an easy one. There will be. So I like a nice balance on my tests. I don't like when it's just absolutely brutal, and I would never do that to you guys. And so you need to use the resources that are available to you. If you're not doing the practice tests prior to the midterm and the final, if you're not watching the videos, that's not good. You're not using the resources available to you. If you're not asking for help, that's another big one. Okay, and then also further down, you'll just see some pre-made announcements. This is the link to get to the Zoom. Oh, well, you guys didn't know that part. Some tutoring links. And again, a reminder, please do not use Blackboard to message me. Off to the side in the menus, you will see the weekly planner assignment, the syllabus quiz. Actually, I'm going to turn this on so you can see it as you see it. Again, those are the first week. These will disappear after the first week. Here's another link to the homework. While you are watching the example videos, if you wanted to not have to write out the problems, like if you're taking proper notes, you can click on this thing called the PowerPoint package, and the PowerPoint package is basically a PDF of all the examples done in the videos. It's separated by groups of chapters sometimes. So you can print that out, and as you're watching the videos, fill it in, so that way your notes are all organized. And then is online tutoring if you need it. Oh, I keep forgetting it opens up a thing and I can't undo it. Angriness. I'm just going to close that. Okay, so that's what Blackboard is for. Lastly is Mymathlab. If you've already made a Mymathlab account, you'll go to sign in. If not, you'll go to register now. I sort of want to do this in a new tab. I'm going to do this in a new tab. Student. Okay, register now. Okay, now here you'll type in the course ID, which is what you'll get from the syllabus. Whose syllabus do I have open? This one. So, you know what? I wonder if I activated this or not. Okay, so I don't have it turned on yet, so I'm just going to walk you through what should happen. You'll put the course ID in. It should activate on Sunday, now that I think about it. You'll put the course ID in. There'll be a little box that confirms that it's the course that you need it to be. Click on OK or Next, whatever it is. Then you'll make an account. This is like anything else. Name, email address, blah, blah, blah. And then, after a screen or two, you'll see payment. Now, there's going to be 3 options. If you bought a access code from the bookstore or from online, you would type it in then. If you want to buy it directly from Pearson, you can click on that button and put in your payment information. Great. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is a first day course. I think all the courses are first day. So that means they should be available through Blackboard, which I have to set up. So ignore all of this. It should be available to you day 1. If not, send me an email, because that means I messed that up. Well, that's nice. That's one less thing I have to worry about now. Okay, so ignore all that. Again, not editing any of that out. So then let me show you what Mymathlab looks like if you're not used to it. Oh, that's great. I'll close that. Who cares? Oh, don't clear it. Okay, so your course should appear here. It might look like a box like this. And then we'll go with college algebra. Okay. To access your homework and quizzes, even though it might appear down here, it doesn't do a great job. I would actually click on assignments. So click on the word assignments. You can click on one of the titles here. Click on whatever problem you want to work on. Oh, it opened it in my other screen here. And then type in your answer. Call it a day. And then hit check answer to do it. Before logging out, please make sure you hit save. I've had some students lose their stuff because they didn't hit the nice friendly button called save. One of the options, if you ever get stuck, is you can click on the gear. Oh, no, it's not down there. It's down here now. You can click on Ask My Instructor. So this is the best way to ask me questions about your homework, because you can click on this, a little box come up, and you can say, I have questions. That's actually my login password. Send me a little message to say what you tried, and then I can see the problem and I can respond right to you. So that's the best way to ask me a homework question. You can also send screenshots, but I like the Ask My Instructor better. Okay, and then you can pop around the questions if you want to. And yeah. So that's how you get to the homework. Once a quiz appears, it will you'll see it at the bottom here. Let's see, all assignments. Okay, you know what? I'm glad I did this. These things here, this skill maintenance and this pretest, are not worth credit. There's no way for me to turn that off, unfortunately. So unfortunately, all these are not worth anything. You can try them if you want to, but I think they're a waste of your time, because they might be asking questions that I don't care about, and I don't want you to be stuck on a problem that is not important. So FYI. Okay. To get to the ebook, you can click on, I think you click on e-text here, and then e-text again, and then e-text 9 more times. I'm kidding. And then there's the book. I think you can get to the table of contents and pick your chapter, your section, and whatever else. Now, in the book itself, I'm trying to find a page that will have one. You might see this icon here, which says a video. You can click on that, and you can watch the corresponding video for that example. I don't remember offhand if they talk about these videos or if it's an extra example, but regardless, if you need something more to watch, feel free to watch the video. So that's how you get to the book videos. If you need the HTML version of the book, let me go to Course Tools. Oh, there you go. And then HTML ebook. So if you need the alternate view of the book, you can click on that. So if you are using a screen reader, that's available to you. And then the last thing I can show you is under Purchase Options, open this content in a new tab. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, if you want to purchase a printed copy of the book, which is the 3-hole punch, you will click on that, go to My Pearson Store. Oh, that's always a good sign. And then, yep, there you go. $54 for the pre-calculus. I don't know what the 1470 book is. I'm assuming it's going to be around the same price. Okay, so that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. I am sincere when I say I really want you to pass. Please do everything you need to, that's not cheating, to make sure you pass. I'm absolutely available to help you. Just get stuff done early so that we can make the most of our time together. That's awkward. I don't like that. I should take that out of the video. Too late. All right. Have a great day, and hope to see you in office hours. Thanks. Bye.